I was chasing the cold eye, the memories of ghosts. You're the hope of the morning in my midnight. Hey, you never looked so beautiful. You're everything I've waited for. So much more, standing right in front of me.
Welcome to Dance Systems Live, where we help couples look amazing and feel confident on the dance floor for their wedding. I'm Eldon. This is my amazing wife, Kami, and today we're teaching part 1 of the Halo Drift first dance. This is a sweet and romantic dance. It's soft, stylish, and full of beautiful moves you can do together, perfect for weddings and your first dance. You'll learn step by step in real time, and by the end, you'll have a sequence you can actually use. No dance experience needed. Yes, come on, let's go. To start, let's demo the full sequence. Okay, that was lovely, Kami. Okay. Right, so in this session, we are going to cover the Romeo and Juliet step, the turn on the spot, and the comb. Please watch until the end, where we cover some awesome top tips to help you master each step. You won't want to miss this. So come on, let's dive into the detail. So the first step we're going to be looking at is the Romeo and Juliet step. Leads, we're going to start with you. For you guys, please always start with the left leg. So stepping back with the left and tapping with the right. 2. Stepping forward, 3. And on 3, this is where you show your partner the back of your palm. On 4, step across, just a natural open position, legs hip distance apart. And then you're just stepping through again on 5. You are doing a hand change. So note, this is the big moment, the hand change on 5. And from here, just keep walking in a circle. 6, 7, and on 8, you end up exactly where you started. Let me show you that from another angle. So starting again, stepping back on the left, 1, tapping 2 on the right, stepping forward, 3. Here is 4. Here's the hand change on 5. Can you see I'm gently placing Kami's hand in mine? 5, palm to palm. And from here, you're literally walking around in a circle. 6, 7, finishing on 8, where you ended, where you started from. Yes. Followers, let's have a look at your movements and footwork. For the followers, always starting with the right leg. So stepping back on the right, 1. Tapping with the left on 2, stepping forward again, 3. So use the leg that you tapped with, 3. Stepping across on 4, as you can see Kami's position on 4. And on 5, please just allow your partner to make the hand change on 5. Now, walking in a circle, have a look. Here's a quarter, and another quarter. Notice Kami ends on that 8th count with a turnout. It's quite important. We're going to get onto that a little bit later. Let's show you that from another angle. So here we go again. So for the followers, stepping back 1, tapping 2, stepping 3, here is 4, here's the hand change on 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Right. That is our first step. Okay. So guys, moving on. Next step that I wanted to talk about is turn on the spot. Now leads, for you guys, there's not much to do here. All you have to do is draw a small circle around your partner's head. Think about it like a halo. So you would have ended up after the Romeo and Juliet step, and your partner would be in this position. All you have to do now is just with finger pressure, fingertips pushing together here, draw a small circle around your partner's head. Can you see there is no gripping or forcing or any type of funny hand movements going on? All I'm doing is I'm using finger pressure and just drawing a tiny circle. Guys, please avoid these big movements. Not only doesn't it look that great, but you're going to throw your partner off balance. So finally, with that count, it's a 4 count. So stepping 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it easy that time, Liz. Okay. For the follower. Right, you guys, you've got to do a little bit more work here. So as I mentioned before, on the end of the Romeo and Juliet step, you would have ended up with that turnout on 8. And the reason for this, it just helps you set up the spot turn. It's just much easier to step on a turnout. So on that 5th step, it's a little replacement step. So it's literally just shifting the weight. There's your 1. Have a look. Here is your 2 1/4, 3, and literally coming back to 4. Let's have a look at that footwork from this angle. So with the turnout, there we go. So stepping 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you guys are arriving exactly back to where you started. We've got to talk about the arm. Followers, please don't fight your lead with this. Really, what you really want to do is make a 90-degree angle on the elbow. And I want you, can you see there's no hanging or pulling your partner down as you go? You're literally keeping a nice finger pressure and just keeping your arm at that 90 degrees and literally turning through. Can you see that? Doing it all on your own. Please try not to pull at this stage. Okay, it just makes it so much better. Okay. Kami, let's do down. Okay. So guys, we've just got one more step to cover today, which is the comb. So for the leads, you would have finished doing your turn on the spot with your follower, and you would have ended up in this position. Now, to do the comb, what I want you to do is there's nothing you have to do with your right hand. You still fingertips with your partner, so that's already in place. What I want you to do is take your left hand and place it on your partner's right elbow, like that, gently. And from here, create a frame for your partner. Not a big frame, just enough to cover the top of her head, and then just let it come down gently. And it's still holding that arm will allow the setup just of our dance position. So let me show you that again from this angle. So we would have finished that turn on the spot here, and now we start with the actual comb. Left hand on the right elbow and bringing it through. Please don't pull the hand away, just let it come away nice and gently in time with the music. That's it. Followers, for you guys, the important thing with this movement is just don't rush it. And again, just get that nice arm tension that's just enough to keep a nice shape and keep it in place without pulling or forcing. Or the jellyfish. So just getting that tension just right. So it's there, just really nice and light and keeping the shape. Take your time with it. Guys, that's it. Okay, we're halfway through. Eh? Not so bad, Kami? All right, so guys, what we're going to do, sorry?
Do the follow-up.
Thank you, Kami. Okay. So we're going to step straight into the following. So whether you're watching on your own or with your partner, this is a great opportunity to follow along. Enjoy. Oh, and by the way, we are just going to be covering these 3 steps and not the entire sequence. So let me just call it out again for you. The Romeo and Juliet step, followed by the turn on the spot, and then finishing with the comb. Here we go.
Next time I won't play pretend. Yeah, play pretend. Oh no, won't play pretend.
I shouldn't. Cross the line in the sand, wondering why we couldn't be a little more, get back what we had before. Why flag? Gotta end this war, let's get back to who we were before the hurt. It's hard to deny when something feels so right, and don't let it go before it dies.
Yes. Okay. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that follow along. Okay. And that it's starting to make a little bit more sense. I always say, as soon as you start doing it, it starts making it so much easier. Okay, so guys, let's get into the big moment. It's time for the top tips, okay, which makes a huge difference to not only the look of your dance, but as I say, also makes the dance feel so much better. So let's break it down. For the Romeo and Juliet, please look for the hand connection on 5. So this sets up the rotation for the walk around and the turn. And it also sets up that spot turn, which makes the dance just so much smoother. Use this 5th count as a waypoint to hit your step. So just show you one more time. And this keeps the whole dance structured. So have a look again. So 1, 2, here is 3, 4. And as soon as you make that hand change, you've got it, you've locked it in, setting up the structure of the step and keeping everything in place where it needs to be. So it's so nice to have a count that acts as a waypoint for your dance. Okay. Followers, for you guys, please don't forget to use the turnout on that 8th step. So as you finish, please remember it's a turnout on that right leg, which then sets up the replacement step for that turn, which really, really helps. Okay. Now, for the spot turn, leads, I know I've said it, but I'm going to say it again. Please keep this movement small around your partner's head. Remember, it's clockwise, and you just want to create that small little halo effect. No grabbing, just fingertip pressure. Followers, remember just to keep that tension in your arm, your own tension, keep your own structure, and just with that right amount of tension. And finally, let's talk about some tips with the actual comb. So for the lead, don't forget to make that window. Make that window as small as you can for your partner and just really make it graceful. And as far as your partner, the follower is concerned, guys, please don't rush it. And my final tip for this, followers, don't duck. Yes, Kwame, I remembered. Meaning, as your partner makes the comb, please don't duck your head like that. What that does, it'll break your lines, and really it's not what you're looking for. So again, leads, create enough room for your partner to come through so she doesn't have to duck, and just keep your lines nice and graceful as you make that movement. Okay. Great. So, great work. Okay. So, if this has helped you, please check out our full tutorials and masterclasses on our website to keep building your perfect first dance. We're here to make you look amazing on your big dance. To end off, we'll demo the full sequence one more time. It should make so much more sense to you now. See you next time.